Do you ever find yourself lying in bed, awake, mind racing with thoughts, worries and to-dos? If you do, then you're definitely not on your own, and it can be a significant problem for people who can't get to sleep. So what if there was a simple solution to this, if there was an actual process that you could go through a couple of hours before you go to bed that is actually going to help you prevent you doing this? So what happens is, generally speaking, we're very busy during the day and we don't process our worries like we probably should because we're busy doing other things. And so when we go to bed, we've got a lovely, nice, quiet place, and suddenly all those thoughts, worries and anxieties pop into our head and we start to ruminate over them and try to solve them in that situation. And this is obviously a barrier to sleep, and it's a barrier to good sleep too. So there's a really simple tool that you can use. It's called a Constructive Worry Diary, and it's very simple to do 2 hours before you go to bed. Make sure you've got a journal or some paper, 2 columns. In one column you write concerns at the top. In the second column you write solutions. Just spend 15 to 20 minutes doing this consistently. In the concerns column, you're just going to write down anything that's in your head from the day. Put that down, and then you're actually going to write in the solutions column what the solution is. So actually solve that problem as the best that you can. So a simple example is, what am I going to have for dinner tomorrow? Go and look in your fridge and your cupboards, decide what you're having, write it down. Now, more complex problems, write them down, and if there's not an actual solution to that problem at the moment, then you've got to write that down too. So you write down whatever the problem is, and then in the solutions, there's no solution to this problem at the moment. However, I'm going to ask such a body for help, or I'm going to deal with this next week. In that way, what you're doing is you're actually getting these thoughts out of your head down onto paper, and your brain likes that. It likes organisation and it likes you to solve problems. If you can solve some of these problems, even if they're actually not solved, your brain thinks that you're dealing with that now. You can put that aside, and then when you go to bed, you're much more likely to go to sleep. You're much less likely to start ruminating on all the things that have been concerning you during the day. And also, this is actually adapting your brain to think in a more problem-solving way, so that if you have got anxieties and problems during the day, you're more likely to deal with them during the day. Your brain gets used to actually problem-solving instead of putting things to one side. So I'd really recommend, if you're a person who puts the head on the pillow and they can't get to sleep because you are thinking of all the things during the day, that you start this Constructive Worry Diary straight away. It's been shown, evidence has shown that it actually improves people's sleep from the first day that you actually start doing it. So if you've got a problem getting to sleep, highly recommend this simple procedure. Get started today and see how much it improves your sleep.